And Josiah is on the line in Robinson, Illinois. Josiah, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken Coleman. How are you doing?
I'm living the dream. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly places.
Well, that's not a bad thing right there. That's not bad at all. How can I help you?
Well, right now I'm working 2 jobs, and I'm feeling kind of burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of wanting to go the next few steps to become a Bible college professor and pastor. I mean, I'm working right now. I'm working right now at a factory full time, and I'm also I'm paid as a part-time pastor, but I work as a full-time pastor. I don't know if you ever heard of that situation before.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, my dad was bivocational for 47 years, and a lot of small church pastors are full-time, even though technically it's part-time. My guess is it's a smaller church.
Yeah, it's about like 30 people.
Yeah, are you in the role of senior pastor, or is it a part-time interim teaching pastor? What's the status?
It's full-time senior pastor. They actually do give me a parsonage to live in, which is that's a blessing. We were able to move down here and
great
closer to my factory job.
And how much are you earning between both jobs?
Right now I'm at the factory job. I make about $50 a year. And then at the part-time pastoring job, I make about $200 a week plus they pay utilities.
Okay, so it's really $200 a week that's what you're getting.
Yeah,
because they're paying for utilities plus the parsonage. So on a given month, normal 4-week month, you're making $800. On a 5-week month, you're making $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand your destination that you want to be in is you want to be a full-time professor at a Bible college. So
that and a pastor.
Well, you've already got one, so that's good news. And you want to know next steps.
I'm working on my MDiv at Liberty University.
Okay.
I know it's kind of a side note, but I also have written 3 books on how to study the Bible.
Great.
Called the Using Hermeneutics series.
Right. So what are the qualifications for you to be a professor at a Bible college?
Well, I need to get to be the lowest rung professor at a Bible college, you at least need your Master of Theology, and MDiv is a step above that.
Okay, good. So the MDiv gets you that qualification.
It at least gets me the
entry level.
It gets me, entry level.
Okay, what's the entry level? Have you done your homework to get a good idea of what entry level Bible professor looks like? Bible college professor.
I haven't really.
Got to do it.
Got
to do it. You don't know what you're aiming for. You kind of do, but you really don't. And so you've got to know what's realistic here. What does entry level professor look like? And then you got to then you go, okay, let's say that pays on average. I'm doing some research that pays on average 40 to 45. So then you would have to have so let's say you get hired at a Bible college and you just pick anywhere in the country. I'm assuming you're open to going anywhere God leads on this. You should be. And so you go there, and so now you would have to make up your 50 plus your you got to figure out what you can live on. Could your wife work? But you've got to sit down and get really, really practical here so that you know what this looks like. And so, because you could be a Bible college professor and have a small church pastorate that maybe pays you better than what you're getting paid right now. But even if you're getting paid, 30, you're more than you're getting paid now. I think I'm trying to do the math on that. 800 times 12 is only $9,600. So, getting 25 or 30 is a pay raise, even if you got the 40 to 45. So getting that in your head to go, okay, hey, there's a path here. You got to have that, because when somebody calls me and tells me they're burned out, that you're not burned out. You're talking to me. That means your flame is alive. You're alive. The minute you slip into eternity, you're burned out. I think you're just exhausted, and I think you're down because you're like, I know what I want to do, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I've been working this factory job for 6 years.
Your
After
soul
losing a
is-
previous pastor.
Yeah, you're down. So that's the issue. You lost the previous pastor. I'm not going to make you unpack that. But you're still hurting from that. True or false?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, God's been really good to me and helped me forgive
Good.
the people who did what they did.
Good. But that's made you better. And the reality is your goal is to be full-time Bible college professor and really, truly a part-time pastor. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not disqualified. Nobody cares that you were at a church and you're at a church now. So to somebody who's looking at you as a potential professor, if you've got the MDiv and you've got the relationships, you've already got all the experience that is going to help you as a Bible professor. So this is about getting serious about, all right, once I finish the MDiv, I'm ready to roll. And I start making the connections now. And I'm going to give you a copy of my #1 best-selling book called The Proximity Principle, if you don't already have it. Do you have the book?
No, but I was really wanting it.
Well, today's your lucky day. If that's why you called, you suckered me into it, but I'm happy to do it. So I'm going to give you, Amanda, in just a moment, will pick you up, and you will get whatever format you want, but you have got to read it and do it. It is a practical guide for you to connect, so that once the MDiv is done, you've already got some job offers. That's our goal. Okay?
I appreciate that. I didn't hear about the book, but I wanted some advice on these next few steps. I know I need to get in contact with people who are Bible college professors,
Yes.
maybe have coffee with someone.
Starting today. I mean, you're talking to everybody you know in ministry around the country, and most of them probably have some connection somehow to a Bible college somewhere. And you're on the way to the MDiv. When are you done with the MDiv?
Next year.
Okay, great. So you got 12 months, man, to make connections and get yourself ready. And you're ready to go. And you're going to change your attitude towards the warehouse job or the factory job. You're going to change your attitude about it. Your soul has been sucked out of you. I get it. But now you're going to go, thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving me a stable factory job. And I am going to change my attitude towards it because it is what is sustaining us. It is providing for us. Thank you for giving me a pastorate where I can still preach the word, and I got my utilities paid for, and I'm getting a decent little cash stipend is what that basically amounts to. And you and your wife get together and go, we're moving forward on this. We're not gonna wallow in our pain. Not that you have been, but we're not worried about what happened to us at the last church. What God meant unto me for evil, finish it. What he meant unto me for evil, you finish it, Pastor.
Yeah, God meant it for good.
Yeah, sorry, I confused everybody when I got so excited, right? But
yeah, that was Joseph. Yeah,
it was. I know. He's talking about when his brothers show up, right?
Yeah.
And he looks at his brothers. His brothers are scared to death. He's going to kill them. Oh, Pastor, I know where that's from. I know what it means. I want you to remember it. Maybe preach that to yourself in the car on the way to the factory. Here's the point. You have everything you need. I'm giving you the book, which is the plan. You and your wife sit down and commit and pray that we're going to get serious about this. And Lord willing, a year from now, we are on our way somewhere, or we are in the process of finding out that new destination. And you change your attitude towards this factory job, and you just doing these mundane things. Well, you need to be thinking about how you're going to teach and what you're going to do and what kind of professor you're going to be and what kind of pastor you're going to be. And you keep loving on this flock right now, and you put some boundaries up. If you feel like it's a full-time job because you're exhausted, that's what this is about. Your soul is getting sucked out at the factory and you're tired. That's a bad combination. So you need to sit down with this church and go, hey, I got a full-time job, as you know. And then here's the amount of hours I've been putting, here's what I'm doing. Listen, guys, I'm not asking for more money. But this is a part-time gig, and I've been treating it full-time, and I can't do that. I won't be serving you well, nor will I be serving my family and ultimately the Lord well if I'm flaming out. And so you set some boundaries. And you need to lead right now and go, look, I've been doing this. I can't do this anymore because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can make those changes. And don't put all this false narrative that God wants you to work full-time hours when you're a part-time pastor. No, he doesn't. So don't.